I'm Professor Kunchberry, and I'm here to show you a little bit about the Raspberry Pi here. What I did, I purchased a Raspberry Pi, a whole kit. This is actually called the Kana kit, and it has a little bit more than what you would get when you just buy a standard Raspberry Pi. So let's look at what is in there. So this is how it comes. It comes to you in a box like this, and when you open it up, this is what you would get. You would get the cable. This is our cable to connect to the monitor. I'm going to show you how to do that in a little bit. Uh, Let me put this aside here. So this right here is actually the power supply. And the power supply, I'm opening it up for you here. This is the power supply. Oh, that's not the power supply. This is the little carrying case. Nothing big here. The carrying case for the Raspberry Pi, and you're going to see. You don't usually get this if you just buy the Raspberry Pi, but here, since I purchased the whole kit, you got a little bit more. So let me put this aside. This actually is the power supply. So let me open it up here and you're going to see what you're going to get here. And let me get this thing out. So here is the power supply. So this is what we're going to use to connect the Raspberry Pi to give it power. So it's a standard power supply. So it has a kind of a USB connection, uh, a connector here. So this is what you would use on a cell phone. So it's the same exact thing. So let me put this aside. This is actually a a wireless connector. So that we can get you can plug it in when I show you the Raspberry Pi in a minute. This is actually the wireless connection. So if I want to have wireless, this is my wireless antenna, and it's going to connect on the USB to give me Wi-Fi. So this is again, this is not standard, but with the kit you will get one of these right here that will give me wireless internet with the Raspberry Pi. So let me put this aside. So let's look at the Raspberry Pi itself. This is the Raspberry Pi. So if you just purchase a Raspberry Pi, I think it costs about $29 or so. This is what you would get. This is a full blown computer. So opening it up here. So here it is. And this is the computer itself. There's not much to it. Notice that it has a couple ports in the back. We have four USB connectors here, right here. We have four USB. Let me use a pen here. So we have one, two, three, four. We have an RJ45 connection. So this is where we're going to connect our network. But luckily, we may not have to do that because we do have a wireless adapter. So if I take this and I'm going to stick it here, I should be able to get wireless without having to use this. I'm sorry. So now let me take this back out. Uh, so in the back here, this is where the memory goes, and I'll show you in a second where the memory is. And this right here is where we're going to connect the monitor. So we have a cable right here, and one side of this cable is going to go in here like this, and the other side is going to connect to the monitor. Okay, so nothing major here, just a regular connection. Everybody, it's not major rocket science technology here, so everybody should be able to connect and be able to use Raspberry Pi. So, oh, also, let me show you the memory here. It has a little stick of memory. It is in this little piece of paper here, and if you see it, this is the memory that we're going to connect in the back here. This is where the memory goes. Let me zoom it here. This is where the memory goes. So we're going to put the memory right there and I'm not sure the size of this memory. Let's see, the default is 2 gig, and I think we have 2 gig in here. So let me show that to you right there. This is the SD card here. We're gonna, oh, it has more than, it has 4 gig or 2 gig or 4 gig. I can't quite read that, but this is the card. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you a lot more at this point. Now what we need to do is create the connection, and you're going to see how it works. Okay, thanks.